Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to give you my favorite shoulder training tip. This is part of a series. You can go back and look at the videos from the last week on this channel. I decided to give you my best tip for each body part. Today, we're talking about shoulders. Not everyone's favorite body part to train, but one that's very important for overall upper body development, for muscle balance, and for a strong bench press, and all of us want a good quality bench press. Before I get into this tip, guys, if you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions are turned into videos just like this. All right, shoulder training. What is the best tip? There's a lot of good tips I could provide people with shoulder training. There's a tip on how low to bring, how wide to put your grip on overhead pressing. That's a good tip. Generally your wrist should be above your elbows, whether it's in the front or behind or whatever. That's a good tip. But my favorite tip when it comes to shoulder training is stop babying your shoulders. Stop babying your shoulders. A lot of guys go into the gym, and this is the biggest mistake guys make. They don't train their shoulders with the same ferocity, with the same aggressiveness, with the same balls out attitude as they do other body parts. It's easy to go in the gym and attack the deadlifts and the heavy rows and all that kind of stuff and attack our back or attack our chest with a lot of bench press volume or whatever. But with shoulder work, most guys are like, oh, we got to treat the shoulders like glass. We can't do a lot of volume. We can't do more than one compound movement at a time. This is all nonsense. If your form is good and your body is responding, you can hammer your shoulders hard, and you should. I have always hammered my shoulders hard. I get this crazy, you hear this crazy talk from people that are afraid to hammer their shoulders with any degree of aggressive training, but then they're in the gym doing 10 sets of bench press, overtraining their front delts and completely ignoring their side and rear delts. So what I like to advise is that when you hit the gym for shoulders, if you're doing a body part split, lead with 2 compound movements. A real aggressive one and then a little bit more moderate one. I'll explain what that means. If you're doing an upper-lower split, just do a compound movement each workout. If you're doing a full body split, make sure you do at least two of the exercises you do that week are more compound movements. Now, I don't want you to overwork barbell exercises. I want you to either lead your shoulder workout with a heavy dumbbell or heavy barbell exercise. It can be behind the neck presses. It can be push presses, seated overhead presses. I don't really care. Just start with a dumbbell or barbell movement. I don't like low reps, and this is a different tip. I don't really like low reps on shoulder movements because they just don't feel good to me. If they feel good to you, fine. But I like to keep reps on shoulder sets, even compound movements, between 8 and 10, maybe 6 to 7 to 10 at the least amount of reps. But I like to lead with like a barbell or heavy dumbbell exercise. And then I'll do a more moderate compound movement. Let's say I start with a barbell exercise, like I like to do seated overhead barbell presses. And then when I'm done, I'll move on to seated Arnold presses. So I'll use a lighter weight, and I'll do like 15 rep sets. So I'm doing 2 compound movements, but they're not the same intensity. If you want, sometimes I like to start out with single arm standing, dumbbell presses. Or I also do the alternating ones where you're doing like this. And that's a really good exercise for your core. But if I do sets of those, then I'll move on to like a seated barbell press, and I'll do 10 to 15 rep sets. So I'll do a lot of volume. So again, to sum up this tip, when you're training your shoulders, don't train them like a little bitch. Don't train them like your bitch, like a little bitch. Don't baby your shoulders. Make sure your form is good. Train them with the same intensity and the same volume you would your chest or back. And don't be afraid to use a couple compound movements per workout. She's trying to build her, come on over here. She's trying to build her little bitches. Shoulders are your worst body part, right?
They are. I'm trying to build my little bitches.
She's building her little bitches with some compound movements. She does dumbbell overhead presses, Arnold presses, and then machine presses. You do a lot of shoulder work.
Yeah, they feel awesome.
Show us your little bitches.
My little bitches, see?
Yes. All right, so guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.